you're seeing this video, it means that I have kept my promise to myself of actually finishing a vlog. I can't tell you how many vlogs I have started this year and I haven't finished them. I start them and then I get in my own head and think, who wants to see this? Like, it's just day-to-day life. But I realise that, like, when I'm cooking tea or if I am getting ready or like doing my makeup or anything, my first thing that I do is put a YouTube video on, and at the end of the day I enjoy it. So that, if you're seeing this, it is a good sign. Thing about me is I am so forgetful, so I need to write a list of things that I need. It's actually quite extreme how like in depth I have to write the list. I've said where I need to go in town, so I need to go to H&M, Holland and Barrett, and I might go into Zara to see what they've got. The thing is with Zara, they do some really nice pieces, but I just don't think that they make the clothing items with women's bodies in mind. I don't know if that sounds absolutely crazy, but I just feel like a lot of their sizes are so off and they're just not the most like bloke friendly outfits. And I'm not being funny, right? You can, when I was my smallest size, which probably when I was probably about 19, 20, I was probably a size 6, could never be me now. I was probably like an extra small. And when I was putting on like large trousers on in Zara, like they wouldn't fit. And I think as a young girl, you do tend to think very differently about clothes. Like now, size doesn't matter to me. It's literally just like a letter or a number. But I just don't feel like they make things with women's bodies in mind. Like you can be the smallest size, and I still bloated and had like really like days where like my stomach was just like unforgiving, and you just couldn't put any of their items on. Like I want to buy a piece of clothing and know that even when I'm having my most uncomfortable days, I can still have it on and feel comfortable. So I've put a question mark next to that because I'm not too sure if Zara is a thing for me anymore. We're going for a run. We're going for a run now because I feel like the weather is the perfect weather that it's going to be for today, because it keeps going cloudy, it keeps looking like it's going to absolutely chuck it down. So I am looking for a pair of shorts because I have been running in leggings for the past few times that I've been running and I've been getting really hot. So I am just looking for a pair of shorts. Banana to eat before we go, because like I say, I feel like it gives me bit of energy. And then my Oliver bonus parcel's just come, so I thought I'll eat this and show you. Okay, so I have an Oliver bonus parcel. There's not much in here, I'm not gonna lie, but I like what we've got. I got my friend this mug that says bestie on it. I bought one of these for my sister and also one of my other best friends, and they love them, so I thought that she'd enjoy that. Olive Hue, how cute is that? They do have a lot of mugs for like mums and dads, but it says Mama and Papa, and I feel like that's a little bit too childish for me to give to my mum at the ripe age of 26. Olive on it, and I thought it would be really, really nice for, she can put olives in it, or she could put olive oil and a little bit of like balsamic in this. And her boyfriend are really into like whole foods, like really nice clean eating and stuff, and I thought that she would really enjoy that. Now let's go for a run. Someone's got the hood up over there, I hope it's not raining. I put on this headband that is from Threadbare because it just keeps my ears a little warmer. Let me show you the fit. I'm not obsessed with the shorts. They're really long shorts, to be honest. But yeah, I'm hoping that I'll be able to run a little bit further because I'll feel a little bit cooler, or I'm going to absolutely freeze my legs off. Who knows? Wide leg long leggings on. I don't know. I just wasn't crazy about the shorts and I feel like I'd spend my whole time just pulling them down. Before I can go without stopping. If not, we'll stop at our usual place. We're going past the place we normally stop. So let's keep going. I've ran it 3/4 of the way without stopping. That is the furthest I've ever ran. From my run, I got back probably like 20 minutes ago now. I was absolutely sweating, but I ran the furthest I've ever ran without stopping. So I ran like 3/4 of a way of my route, and I probably run about 2.5k. That's probably what I'm running at the minute, which I'm really happy with because I've only been running for like a month and I enjoy it and it clears my brain, and that is what I'm about. Just before I continue, I'm going to make some hard-boiled eggs to have with my lunch. I am going to have a tuna salad, but I really want some hard-boiled eggs. So I'm going to put some eggs in to boil now. I want them hard, so I'm going to put them in for 10 minutes and I'm going to see if that does it, hopefully. A timer on my phone. I normally do it for like 7 minutes and it just doesn't do it the way I want to do it. So I am just going to put them on for 10 minutes. But yes, I went for a run and I did thoroughly enjoy it. I think sometimes what I really enjoy is the fact that, like, when I was running before, my body would be like, no, Libby, like, this is not us, we cannot run. And I like basically saying to myself, like, no, you can run, like, it's absolutely fine. I basically just like proving myself wrong, or like doing things that I didn't think was possible of me doing. As you can see, my hair is a bit cray cray. But yeah, I'm just gonna make lunch and then I'm gonna go for a shower and then I'm gonna record some singing, I think. And get some content edited and uploaded and stuff like that. I have a really fun campaign going out tomorrow with a pharmacy brand. I'm very excited about it actually because it is all around like my endometriosis, and that is why I started my social media in the first place, so it's very fun and exciting. But yeah, I will come back to you when the eggs are done and I can show you me putting together the salad, cutting them. I really feel like I've done it. Oh, fuck yeah. I'm sorry. Oh, hallelujah. Praise the bloody Lord. Can take the yellows out, the yolks, because I don't want them. I just want the white. What a good day. Then, and I almost didn't show you. So we've got tuna. We have a little bit of lettuce. We have cucumber without the skin. We have the egg whites and a little bit of honey drizzled on top. I'm gonna go and enjoy this now because it's actually making my mouth water. Going out tonight, it's time to make tea and we are having chicken fried rice, which I love. So I need to get things prepped. Anyone else just always assume that there's gonna be peas in the freezer? I'm like, obviously I've got peas, like, why wouldn't I? Don't be so silly. Like, everyone's always got peas. Well, we're nearly running out, so note to self, don't always think that you've got peas. This is honestly one of the most simple recipes that I do, but also super lovely. So I use this basmati rice. We've got peas, I do chicken, and obviously I do egg. I've had a lot of egg today. Like this, it's not okay actually. I don't actually know how many eggs is acceptable to have in a day, but I will have had, how many eggs will I have had? So I had 3 for breakfast, 2 for lunch, that's 5. I'm probably gonna have a couple for tea as well, but that's fine. So we have egg, we have rice, we have peas, we have chicken. Alex is gonna probably have some of this soy sauce. Now I don't think I can have it. It's water, sugar, soy sauce, caramelized sugar syrup, salt, soya beans. I don't know. I'm not too sure if I can have it or not, but if not, I'm sure it's fine. Good morning, everybody. I completely forgot to show you the rice that I did yesterday because we had tea like a little bit earlier. I'm quite glad that I did rice, to be honest, because it was like a nice, easy, breezy tea. And we had it a little bit earlier because we were going out to meet our friends for some drinks. When I say drinks, I had 2 peppermint teas. Okay, we weren't going wild. But it was actually really nice. You know, sometimes when you agree to do stuff in the week, I always think, no, I'd rather just like sit here in my pajamas, if I'm honest. But it was actually really, really nice to see our friends. Our friendship like group is basically like my boyfriend's friends, and obviously like a lot of them now have girlfriends, so it's like a nice bunch of everybody, which is super lovely. But I'm heading off to Pilates this morning. I should have gone yesterday morning and I completely just like slept through my alarm. It was a 7 o'clock class, which I didn't think was going to be that bad because last year I was doing classes at like 6 a.m, so my alarm was going off at 5. It was a little bit different because obviously it was like, if I look back on some of the vlogs I did last year, it was so bright at that time that not bright, but it was lighter, where it's still dark at like 6 at the minute. So I just completely set through my alarm. So I booked on for this morning instead, which is a 9:30 class on a Friday morning, which is super lovely. Every time I do a Pilates class, I am always, don't mind my little bird here, he like dangles down in my car. My mum got it for me, but when I put the video up, I always just hang him up there. Whenever I do a Pilates class, I am always humbled, like it is unbelievable. And to be fair, when I went in, I thought, oh, I could definitely video some of this, but there was only 2 of us in today's class, because on a Friday, like 9:30 is a little bit of a strange one. I think unless you're off on a Friday, or unless you're self-employed, or have like a little bit of like a different work schedule, 9:30 is a bit of an awkward time. They only do that on a Friday, I think, and maybe like a Monday or something, because obviously like everyone has such different schedules. I think when you are in the corporate world, you always think like everyone obviously works Monday to Friday 9 to 5, but obviously you've got to think about like people in like waitresses, like chefs, hairdressers, like all the different people have all different jobs. So there was only 2 of us and Annabelle, the instructor, and it felt a bit intimate. It felt a bit weird for like me to get the camera out, but I am sort of kicking myself, and I think like, oh, I should have definitely just got the camera out and see what we could have got. But I was definitely humbled in that class. If you do want to go see some of like the snippets of things that I have done in Pilates before, again, I vlog like everything on my TikTok, so I have done it in previous classes. But yeah, thoroughly humbled. Now, what time is it? It is 10:30. So I'm gonna head to the coffee shop now. I believe that they're open. So we will go and see if I can get some little bits and bobs. Like I say, they do really cute bits. I've gotten my sister a few like little bits for us matching before, where they have like little clouds, like little ceramics that says like the what does it say? Like the sky is your limit and like stuff like that. So we're definitely going to go see if we can get some bits and bobs, and maybe a few like cute cards and stuff, and then we'll head to M&S, and then it's home. I think sometimes I really pressure myself to do like get loads done, which is great, because obviously I love making content and I'm trying to make it like a 50-50 thing with my wedding singing, and I just feel like I do sometimes really like pressure myself and like give myself quite a lot to do. But we've done Pilates, I'm already filming what I eat in a day because people find them really helpful. I also need to film an AIP like in-depth video today for my TikTok, because so many people have said that they see so much content for it, which is people following the AIP, but no one ever says like what to actually do in the AIP. So I need to do that, and yeah, we're just gonna do like a little few bits and bobs. I really want to get some stuff from M&S and do like an M&S taste test. I know that sounds really strange and bizarre, but I love watching them. So yeah, let's get going. Hey, we have had a success. I have picked up my matcha that we will try in the car, and I also picked up some really cute bits from the gift shop as well, which I will show you. I was just talking to my best friend because she basically works 4 days a week. She works from home, which is lovely because we get to voice note, and she gets Fridays off, and every Friday we will be like telling each other like what we're up to and stuff. And like obviously some Fridays I am singing at weddings, so it's not always just walking around like getting matches and stuff, but we do get to have a nice little catch up from time to time and like tell each other what we're doing, and it's so nice. She's currently out having a coffee with her book, and then she is going to be like going around the garden centre with one of her other friends as well, which is really, really cute. I can't see where I'm supposed to be crossing the road. This is very dangerous. Yeah, I think it's so lovely. But yeah, I got some cute bits from the apple tree as well. I actually spent quite a while literally just looking around because there was so much in there, and there's actually so much stuff that is like homemade and local like businesses and stuff. An iced matcha and honey. I love the cups, they're super cute, and I love the straws as well, like really thick straws. But yeah, I'm gonna take a TikTok, I'm gonna do a video and I'll keep you there so you guys can see as well, and you can see my first reaction. I love these little things I have on my phone, but they get caught on each other all the time and I can never get them off. These things, I've dropped a phone. Okay. Do you know what? That is actually really nice. I've been up to an absolute treat. My eye keeps twitching. I feel like I say this in every vlog. I have just made some little banana bread bites, but I made them with cocoa powder because I want all the chocolate. I've made them in little bite-sized balls. I feel like we can absolutely have one. And I've also put them in the freezer because I didn't want to wait too long. So I'm going to go in with this one because it looks sexy. If you want to see the recipe, I'm going to put it on my TikTok. But let's try it together. I've slicked my hair back, and then I was going to put on this different outfit, but it was quite tight and it gave a very like pajama vibe, so I'm going to keep it, but I'm going to keep it for just chilling. I have slicked my hair back. I just need to get some grips to put in there, and I've slicked it back with a hair mask because I want to wash my hair later. I have used the Garnier Banana Food. It is my favourite thing in the entire world. It's honestly unreal. And then I've just gone and put my lip combo on, which is the MAC lipstick in Velvet Teddy and then the Fenty lip gloss in Fussy. And that is literally everything. I am also, we're only going for a coffee, but this is your sign in life. I am also going to put on my Jo Malone perfume. Red Hibiscus, which Alex buys me at Christmas. I love it so much. A bit miserable and gloomy, but are we going to let that stop us? No, it's going very dark actually. But do you know what? It's fine. If we literally just like walk to get a little coffee and then have to go back into the car to drink it and stuff, that's absolutely fine. There we go.
Coffee, please.
I have my matcha. Alexander has his. Yeah, does it have like the little... This is what I miss. Well, not miss, because I've never had one, but this is what I don't get when I'm a coffee drinker. The pattern on the coffee. I don't think you can see it and I don't want to tip it up. Can I take a picture of them?
So?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just got back from having a coffee and I'm going to sit and write out the little Easter cards that I got yesterday. I actually wrote one for Lucy, who owns Replenish, the coffee shop that we just went to, but I'm going to write some more. We now have 5 left. So we have a season for new beginnings, which is so cute, and then inside it says wishing you a bright and beautiful Easter time. And then we have a just for you at Easter. Okay, I'm going to do a little time lapse because Alexander has football on and we also have the washing machine on, so it's too much noise, so enjoy the little time lapse. I'm sorry, I haven't tasted them, but I actually think I've outdone myself. I don't get the sesames because I've cut it where you get the sesames. Okay, now you have to be honest. You have to be honest. Say hi. Okay.
Are you trying it at the same time?
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Tastes like a bagel.
I like bagel.
Oh no, what's the matter?
I'm not a huge fan of sesame seeds or anything. But yeah, it's nice, good bagel.
Other ones that I made, we've got football on and the washing machine's on, so you can hear me. I made this one, which is a salt bagel that we have just had. It is a sesame bagel. And then we have this one, which is a cheese bagel, and I'm gonna make Alex his lunch with this. Just had a shower and washed my hair, and I'm just about to blow dry it, but I need to do some skincare first. It feels so nice. It is. By the way, if you've been watching me for a little bit, I know that I've been sporadic with vlogs, but we're gonna change that. But this has been waiting to go on the wall for a while. And it's been waiting to go on the wall that long. I don't even know if I'm in love with it anymore. But anywho, in case you see that in my videos, it was on the radiator that's behind it, but it fell off and it was very dramatic. But yeah, I've washed my hair now. I just went in, had a lovely shower, and then I'm just about to dry it. I'm watching Sophia and Cinzia's vlog, and I need to do some skincare. I put the mask that I put on at night, like the bouncy mask. I'm going to use the number 7 Good Intent Skin Sip, and I'm just going to put that on my skin for now. I love this. I've actually just signed up to the number 7 program because I'd love to try out more of their products. I actually got this for Christmas, and I am fully obsessed. It gives a very similar vibes to the L'Oreal Aloe Water and the Aloe Genius Water. But yeah, this feels so nice, honestly, because I think I've said this before, but I'm a wedding singer, so like weekends are my time to work. To be honest, weddings are becoming more popular just like whenever, especially in the summer. Like a lot of teachers tend to get married, and because of that, or like people with kids and stuff, because of that, it tends to fall like on random days, like in August. Doesn't matter if it's a Monday or a Saturday, like it's really, really busy. So I have this weekend off, I have next weekend off, I have the weekend off after that. I am singing on the Sunday for a little bit because it's Mother's Day, and then my weddings start, and I don't really have a full weekend off until June after that, because it is just go, go, go with weddings. So I feel like really nice that I've got this weekend off and next weekend off to literally just like chill and do us. Like the fact that we went for a coffee this morning just feels so nice. And we went for a walk earlier, and I've been able to obviously make the gorgeous bagels, which went down a treat, by the way. So lovely. They're not something that we don't really eat bread, so they're not something that I would make all the time, but like as a weekend sort of treat, if we want like a sandwich or something, I do think that they'll be really easy to use. I'm at home quite a lot, and Alex works from home full time, so we normally have like an omelette or something. So like bread is something that probably like if you're out in an office, it would be easy for us to take, but because we're both at home, we are quite lucky that we get to do that. So yeah, I'm just going to dry my hair. We're having burgers for tea. We're having the burgers that I got from M&S that just have the salt and the pepper in them and the mince. I'm going to do 2 burgers each, I think, and I'm going to have sweet potato, and then we're going to have corn on the cob, and I'm going to do Alex his with a little bit of cheese on top, a little bit of sauce. I'm going to make him chips from potatoes, and then I'll do him corn on the cob as well. No butter, as we know, butter is a trigger, so no butter. But yeah, and then we go food shopping tomorrow, so I need to think about some more meals that maybe I want to have and reintroduce and stuff. And then we'll probably just chill. We need to look at a holiday. We want to go away in June, and I have like booked the time off because obviously I just have to, with people getting like organising their weddings like years in advance and stuff, I do just have to like block time out. I know it sounds really silly, but you just kind of do, because I have weddings up until like 2028. So it's just something that you have to sort of organise and get in there. So I've booked off like 2 weeks in June, but I think we're looking at going away for like 10 nights or something. And I think we are looking at Mallorca or something like that, which will be really lovely. But it's just deciding on whether to like stay in a hotel in like the centre of Palma and not necessarily have like a pool or anything, or whether we stay in a hotel that's like 20 minutes out. It's a little bit smaller, a little bit more boutique, has a pool, so you can have pool days, because we are the kind of couple who prefer, using the wow extra large, we are a kind of couple who prefers a pool rather than like the sea. I just like getting in a pool and having that like option of going in there. I feel like with the sea, you obviously got like sand everywhere, and it doesn't, I don't want to swim in the sea as much as I want to swim in a pool. I know that sounds really like bizarre, but I'm sure some people would get it. I feel like you're either beach people or you're either pool people. So yeah, it might be a hotel that doesn't have a pool, so you're literally restricted to a beach. Or we stay in like a hotel that's like a 20-minute drive out of Palma or something, and get a car or like a taxi or an Uber or something every time we want to go out. But then you've got the option of having days that are just really nice and relaxed and chilled, or you've got the option of like going to a beach club or having a boat day or like walking around and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And we've been on holidays like the past few times. We didn't really go on holiday last year, but the year before that we did Italy, and we did a lot of like travelling around, and we did New York. So we did a lot of walking around and stuff, and I just really want like a nice chilled holiday. So we're definitely going to be looking at that. But yeah, I'm going to dry my hair now, because I hate the feeling of where your hair like gets wet on your pyjamas, and it sounds really weird.